In my personal opinion, NIO needs to launch the Onvo L60 right now. There's no more time to wait. There's sharks circling around Onvo L60. They got to launch the product right now. There's no more time to wait. All right. There's so many competitors coming to the market that are just targeting this car, right? For example, Zeekr 7X, and most importantly, the biggest one of them all is the Model Y Juniper, the refreshed version of the Model Y. Model Y already is the best-selling SUV ever. All right, here in China, monthly sales, best-selling SUV. All right, and this car is how many years old, right? Why would you buy an Onvo? Okay, so I'll summarize some of the 5 big points to buy an Onvo car. Of course, first of all, you got battery swap. All right, this is of course the biggest reason to buy Onvo. Second reason, it has more interior space. All right, this is also another big reason to buy Onvo. More headroom, more legroom, etc. Third reason is better energy efficiency. All right, better energy efficiency. The lowest in any SUV, 12.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Extremely fast. And then number 4, all right, we have 900 volt architecture. Okay, that kind of goes along with that high, great energy efficiency, but also charges really fast on top of being able to do battery swap. And then number 5 is, of course, one of the big reasons, price. It's going to be cheaper than the Model Y. It's 100% definitely going to be cheaper than the Model Y. But think about it this way. 3 of those could be toppled by the Model Y Juniper. For example, the Model Y Juniper, if it has better energy efficiency than 12.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, maybe they have new motors, better aerodynamics or something like that, then that's one of the points gone. All right. Second, if the Model Y Juniper has better interior space, interior storage space, interior headroom and legroom, that's also another advantage for Onvo. Gone. All right. And the third one, the 900 volt architecture, if the Model Y Juniper charges faster, then that's also potentially a buying point for Onvo. Gone. And you also got to remember that when it comes to brand power, right, it is undoubtedly that Tesla has better brand power than a Onvo. Okay, I would argue that NIO has better brand power than Tesla, actually. Right, people would buy a NIO over a Tesla because of the brand status of NIO. People see it as more luxurious than a Tesla. But what about Tesla versus Onvo? Right, it would be a very hard sell. And with right now customers with waning interest because of the 60 kilowatt hour battery pack apparently seeming too small and insufficient in their opinion. Dude, 555 kilometers, 300 miles of range, absolutely fantastic, absolutely enough. But they see that every aspect is better than the Model Y. But how come the battery pack is the same size as the Model Y? Okay, so, people are kind of on the fence about this. And obviously, if they make the Model Y Juniper even cheaper, right, that's really going to threaten Onvo. So what Onvo really needs to do right now is launch the car ASAP, start deliveries ASAP, get the cars in the customer's hands so they can't even have time to hesitate and to even think about buying the Model Y Juniper. The Model Y Juniper is probably going to launch later next year. So between September and next year, you got at least 3 months of just heyday where you can just go ham and deliver as many cars as you can. So NIO's really got to take that opportunity, right? Why not launch it early? They got to launch it early. Sell as many of those cars as you can. Because I'll be very honest with you, and this is a very logical statement. Once the Model Y Juniper comes out and starts being delivered here in China, right? How many people are going to choose that over Onvo L60. All right, think about it. All right, it's going to be very tough competition, and it's going to be once again another battle fought by price war. All right, is the Onvo L60 low enough price, more bang for the buck than the branding power of a Tesla with the Model Y Juniper and what it offers? Right, that's the biggest debate that customers have to make. Okay. Of course, battery swap plays a very big role in that. So if NIO is able to market battery swap, that's the one way that NIO can step ahead of Tesla and then have Onvo actually really succeed. But it is very logical to say that once the Model Y Juniper launches, you might see sales for the Onvo L60 start to decline. All right, it's not rocket science. I think you guys will also agree with me on this. Okay, the Onvo manager also told me another big point that people are concerned about when it comes to the Onvo L60, and that is the fact the suspension, the MacPherson strut, which is on the Onvo L60's front suspension, versus the double wishbone, which is on the Tesla Model Y. Okay, both the rear axles have the 5-link independent suspension, so there's nothing to compare on the rear end, but the front end. Okay, he's telling me that this is one of the things that people are kind of on the fence about with Onvo L60. Now, doing some research, you would know that the MacPherson strut actually has very good longevity, has very good stability, actually, according to NIO's own test video. Onvo's own test video is actually more stable than the Model Y over speed bumps, etc. However, it is seen as the cheaper type of suspension, and it doesn't really have great cornering, so you can sort of expect this car to not perform as well when turning and that kind of stuff compared to Model Y when it comes to like fast turns and that kind of stuff. It doesn't perform as well in turns, okay? But of course, the longevity is a very good pro for the suspension. But this is also one of the things that people are really on the fence about, that why is NIO using the MacPherson strut. It is one of the weaknesses of this car, but I think it is actually a pretty good strength, right? It's going to have great longevity, and most people, they're not going to be cornering the car at high speeds, so why not have greater longevity? And Onvo CEO said the whole purpose of this car is that it's designed so that you don't need to ever send it back to the factory or the service center within 3 years. Right? It's going to be perfect for 3 years. That's going to really help with, of course, the overall after-sales cost of this car, right? Both on the customer's end and also on NIO's end, all right? NIO isn't going to really have to do a lot of warranty repairs and that kind of stuff, so that's great, all right? Also, MacPherson strut is actually cheaper than double wishbone, so also greater margins for Onvo. So this is all like very, very good things for Onvo, going for Onvo. So definitely, it's a very, very, very interesting proposition. Will people buy into an Onvo L60 for the brand name for battery swap? Luckily, apparently there's going to be some founder perks, right? So early Onvo buyers, when they launch the car, people that pre-order the car, and people that will pre-order the car before a certain date, they'll get some perks. Maybe some free swap vouchers. Who knows? Possibly. All right, I think that's one of the best things that they can do. If it's like free battery swap per month for forever, like 1 or 2 free battery swaps, that's actually going to cost them way more than just a few swap vouchers. But they're definitely going to have some founder perks, so that's really going to help them boost deliveries at the very start. But they got to launch this car ASAP, get this out as soon as possible. And then once the Model Y Juniper comes out, we'll have to see, is it going to be like an all-out price war? Right? Is NIO really going to have to cut prices to further solidify sales like they're doing right now with NIO's main brand? Make Bass buy 4, get 1 month free, massive incentives, massive options, free options. Yeah, 40 free swap vouchers. Well, now it's down to 20, but yeah, you get the point, right? But going forward, they got to launch this car ASAP. All right? As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.